This podcast contains explicit language. Viewer discretion is advised.
Ladies and gentlemen,
welcome to
Max Wrestling
Podcast. Are you ready? Don't you dare be sour! Super King! Still can! Bada boom! Realest guys in the world. How you doing? We are united!
This has everything to do with AJ Styles.
Austin 316 says I just whipped your ass!
Wrestling fans, don't you dare be sour. This is Dazzy Dangerously. This is the podcast that gets in more people's faces than Cat Williams. This is the Max Wrestling Podcast, and we're back with a bang bang. Last week's episode was pre-recorded a week before, so we've had 2 weeks to sort of sit back and think about how we can make this show better. So folks, we're going to do our very best to make sure you tune into our special Promo Mania this next week, and in the words of Evan, hold tight because that's going to be the first of many plugs. This week we're making some changes to our trivia, which hopefully will give us more time to talk about the goings on in the world of wrestling. But first, I am joined by a returning guest. He's the British quarter of Who's Jobbing Who. We welcome back Charlie Woosnam.
Thanks for having me on, guys, again. I'm glad I didn't scare you away from me for the last time.
Oh no, we're happy to have as many people as we can. Which you'll see next week. If they all turn up. Anyway. Before we bring on the captains and go into detail, what's your quick summary of this week's Raw? That says it all. Now then, you may have heard that our regular captain Evan McCaber is taking some time off from podcasting due to personal reasons, so we hope to hear him back on the air very soon, but we do have someone to hold his chair for him, so allow me to reintroduce you to the Max Wrestling captains. First up, he's been out of action for 2 weeks, but he's rising from the ashes this week. He likes to throw tater tots at pandas because he's strangely attracted to them and it frightens him. He's the demon of the Welsh Valleys, the Phoenix. Stop laughing. How you doing?
I'm alright. Still getting
Just for
over
the
a cold,
record, I
but I'm
haven't been
alright.
pranking the Phoenix. That was Elliot, Giles and Ben Phillips. How did you enjoy your time off?
It was alright, till I got a cold.
Oh, you got a cold.
Yeah.
It's the time of year. It's still winter in the UK, by the way.
I don't
We have like a
usually
6 month
I don't-
winter.
I don't usually get ill like this until around Christmas time, so
Well, it's been
Uh,
pissing down today.
I'm on the mend now, which is good.
Good. Rise from the ashes like a true phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
Now, next up, she spewed venom at Ric Flair and poor Molly Holly. She's the first lady of Offshoot, Roxxie Toxic.
Hey guys.
So, Ric Flair, Molly Holly, who's next for the promo?
Oh, you're gonna have to wait and see. Next week, it's gonna be awesome.
I did feel sorry for Molly, because I like Molly.
I like Molly as well. Bitch had it coming to her.
Yeah, I prefer Roxy though, I gotta be honest. I like Molly, but I prefer Roxy. I mean, when you're as close to that leg as I get, you gotta love that Roxy.
Well, she was a superheroine, no?
That's it.
Yep.
But you haven't seen Roxy in her superhero
Why,
outfit.
Mom?
I have.
First hand.
Mhm.
First
Hanging
leg.
up in Roxy's room.
And she got that red there, and she's like, "Flame on!" Awesome.
Black now.
It's a black
It
man.
is black now.
Yeah, I got it.
Ah.
I know. Oh, play red hair. No more Eva Marie jokes.
Although if you look at the Promo Mania poster, it's gold.
Yeah, I have gold hair. I've got gold hair, bitches.
See, that's plug number 2 for Promo Mania. They're going to keep coming this week, I promise.
We should have like a special counter. Promo Mania. Ding!
I'm going to do that. I'm going to count. And I'm going to reveal at the end of the show how many times I say Promo Mania. That's free. And finally, some say he stalked Kanye West for a week in an attempt to provide blood for Eli Roth's next movie. Unfortunately, Kanye is such a dick there was nothing left to use by the end of the week. He's the leg-humping, bread-hunting best heel in the business, The Butcher.
That's fucking outstanding. That's my greatest introduction yet. I love it. Kanye West is my bitch. But he had nothing to offer. But yes, he didn't have anything to offer other than a check for $10 million, to which I bought a bread factory. And I would like to start, advertising jobs for people in need. So, if you require a job packing bread and possibly eating some, send your details to my Twitter @Butcher69, and I will get back to you eventually.
Hang on, I'll do that now.
Or a Jonathan Warburton.
Just about to attach my CV.
There you go. I wake up tomorrow and I'll have something like 10,000 messages. Like, what the fuck? Your Twitter account has been suspended.
Oh man, it's gonna be fun. Okay then, shall we find out who's been following us this week?
Oh god, I forgot about this. Unprofessional. I'm unprofessional, people. Yes, I'm a great entrepreneur and I've opened a bread factory, but I'm unprofessional.
Shall I go first this week? And of course, Roxy's gonna have to take over from
Where
Evan.
are they?
Yeah,
Are they at the
of course.
Skype?
They're on your chat, yeah. I'll do mine first then. This week we have been followed by Mariah_Reigns. 3 guesses who her favourite wrestler is. Also, Matthew_Pal. And at Beatdown Open Mic. Oh, I gotta make sure I get this one right. Also at _Master Debaters.
Master debater.
That could have gone very wrong.
Oh yes.
So glad that it was debaters and not just ended
You know
up
what? If
sounding like masturbators.
See, there you go. If Evan was here this week, he would have just said masturbators anyway, just for the hell of it.
Yeah.
We've also been followed by Suplex Statements and at Eliza Hilding and at The Mark at 1 and at Mania Kick Syrup. So who's going first? Roxy or Butcher? Who else has been following us this week?
I'll go.
Take it away, Rox.
So we've been followed this week by Crystal McIntyre. That's MCINTYRE. We've also been followed by Red Bull Star 01 and PMCKAYF1. How am I pronouncing it?
Oh, I think
That's
that's shorthand. The name is Promo McKayfabe.
Promo McKayfabe. Okay.
I don't think that counts for the meter because I only said promo.
Right. Okay. What are you supposed to say?
Number 4, Promo Mania.
Ding 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 ding.
Butcher, finally, who else has been following us this week?
Right, we're looking at it. I mean, I've got to work till I can get this right. Is it Dame or Dime? DAIM.
I think it's how you say the dime bar.
Yeah, it's like
I was going to say Dime. We've been followed by @DimeThea. That's PHIR. And we've also been followed by MCL92. That better not be anything to do with fucking Manchester City, or I will not be following you. And then the last one is Sniper MD. I think that was he's obviously a hacker, so I will not be following you either. Sniper Mod 1.
Headshot.
3 scope.
I've actually got that sound effect on my thing, but it's not ready. So there we go. Thank you for following us this week, and we hope you listen every week. We appreciate every follow we get. Except the Butcher, because he's the one that does the following. Okay. Don't forget to check out our partner, Sunday Segway, at sundaysegwaypodcast.wix.com/sundaysegway. Also, Offshoot Radio at offshootradio.weebly.com. And for real articles from real fans, go to throughtheropes.wix.com/wrestling. And of course, vocnation.com and swervetalk.com/network. We'd also like to take this opportunity to remind you of our partnership with Custom Wrestling Figures. Follow at WrestleFigures on Twitter and quote Max Wrestling when you place an order. They'll literally make anyone. even Stevie Richards.
Oh my God, I want to be made. I want someone to make Roxy with me on her leg. That'll be awesome.
That's a collector's edition.
That's it.
Yeah.
Anniversary edition.
Okay,
We got sale already.
this next plug is gonna have to count as one because it's one main plug. Okay, also don't forget next week is Promo Mania with our video versions. Special start time of 6 PM UK time. That's 1 PM Eastern, and it'll be 7 PM as usual on VOC. That's 2 PM Eastern. We'll have a big chunk of seasoned guests, including James Belmont and the one and only Johnny Ferrari returns. Plus, Roxxie will be bringing someone special along for a debut. And as usual in our specials, we will all be cutting promos, including me, and we'll also be predicting WrestleMania just hours before the big event. And as you can hear, the theme song we've chosen is Become the Enemy by Like a Storm, taken from their album Awaken the Fire. That's next week at 7 PM UK time, 2 PM Eastern on VOC Nation, and a special start time of 6 PM UK time, 1 PM Eastern on YouTube, Vimeo, and the Swerve Talk Network. On that subject, make sure you check out a special live Sunday segue as Phoenix and the Butcher and myself will be popping up to discuss our delegated matches. Who said we're fucking unorganised?
Oh! Shots fired! Oh! Shots fired!
So many shots fired.
360 no scope. Oh!
Hang on, I fucking got it ready now.
Duck.
There you go. Now we're going to get a quick word from our sponsors at VOC Nation, and we will be back with the trivia, Raw, Impact, Lucha Underground, trivia, NXT, everything. Plus, this week in wrestling history will be ending the show. We moved it to the end of the show this week.
Well,
So,
thanks for telling me.
I did tell you.
I don't remember.
See, people should read their messages.
2 and 3.
That's another fucking headshot. We'll find. So yeah, stick around because if you don't, we will find you. You're gonna try and hit you. You're gonna miss, and we're gonna miss. We need to rethink this strategy. Stay tuned.
You're listening to the Max Wrestling Podcast. Sundays at 7 PM UK time, 2 PM Eastern on the VOC Nation and the Swerve Talk Network.
For years I have watched legends come and go, and now it is time to make my mark.
I knew it would only be a matter of time before we crossed paths. And here we are.
And now the Butcher has to resort to taking a chopping block out.
And you can deny it all you want, but we all know the truth. Let's get dangerous.
Just stop it, Vince. Enough. Stop trying to monopolise, kill and rape the business. It's gone too far.
Max Wrestling presents Promo Mania, Sunday, April 3rd, 7 PM UK time, 2 PM Eastern on VOC Nation, with a special start time of 6 PM UK time, 1 PM Eastern on YouTube, Vimeo, and the Swerve Talk Network with special guest, Johnny Ferrari.
Welcome back. So, let's talk about what's been going on this week in wrestling history. First of all, I've got to start off with Monday Night Raw. What the fuck was that main event? Anybody, any ideas?
What was it? I skipped it.
It was Dean Ambrose versus Braun Strowman.
Oh,
What
wow.
was what was the point of it?
That-
Where were we going?
That is the
You've been-
only time I've heard a Dean Ambrose match get a "This is boring" chant. And it was a loud one.
Yeah, only
Building
because
a
it was
guy.
against Braun Strowman, who doesn't deserve to be in a wrestling ring, let alone a bloody...
You know, you've been
main
building a
event.
guy for how long now? I'm putting him against top guys, and he's about to go into possibly the biggest match of his career against Brock Lesnar. And you put him in the ring against a guy that couldn't chuck a fucking cat, yet alone Dean Ambrose. Braun Strowman.
Did you see that Braun Strowman actually did get punched by a fan?
Yeah.
Straight after, and like that's.
I'd have punched him and all. You know, I mean, come on. The guy looks, right? You know, like they've been going on about these cloning of sheep. He actually looks like a clone of a mutated. He's like a half breed. He's neither man. Look at his head.
It's on upside down.
I know it's not your fault, but God damn it! Please, what is wrong with this guy? Honest to God.
Oh, well,
he was with that freaking useless bastard for a reason. As one of them stupid, what were they called?
Rosebuds.
The Rosebuds, yes.
He was with them for a reason. The guy used to jump around like freaking Eugene, for God's sake.
He is like Eugene on steroids, isn't he?
That's what I mean. What a disappointment.
Eugene knows Aunt Smarties, put him down.
Especially when you looked at the matches were on that show. There was other matches, man. They should have had that main event slot. It didn't build anything. It didn't gain anything.
And it ended weird as well.
What was that about?
The ending was just Ambrose staring at Heyman and Heyman just like, back off.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Just, hi, Paul. Yeah.
I just think it's hilarious when he goes, I'm just an advocate. I'm just an advocate.
You know? Do you think he was basically saying to Paul Heyman, simply put, Paul, I want to be in you. And I want you to be in me. And after I finish being in you, I want to wrap you up into a little furry box and put you in my pocket. And then I want to be in Brock. And then I want Brock to be in me.
I wish I was you up like a burrito.
I wish I was a fly on the wall when they told Ambrose he's going to go against Braun Strowman in the main event of Raw. And he's like, and you're going to give me a chainsaw. That's a good idea.
See
I actually read a perfect tweet that summed up that main event. Someone tweeted, if this main event doesn't end with Dean Ambrose chopping Strowman in half with that chainsaw, I'm going to be disappointed.
For me, you know what? I mean, Dean Ambrose to me in the ring has become very just repetitive. I mean, every time he bounces off the second rope, it's kind of just predictable now. All he does is to dive through the second ropes. But I don't think that's his fault. I think that's WWE's fault telling him just to do that. I think he can produce a lot more. But it's unfortunate.
They do have the ability to do more, but I think they sort of restrict their moveset in some way.
Oh yeah, they did it to Daniel Bryan. Or just do headbutts, it'll fuck you up.
They're trademarks moves, aren't they? They're trademark moves. I mean, they're basically it's like playing a WWE 2K game. You've got your finishing move, and then you've got your signature moves. That clothesline thing is basically Dean Ambrose's signature move, but it's starting to look more tacky and tacky every time I see it. I'm of the same opinion, to be honest with you. I mean, I want to see him change it up just a tad. I mean, not a lot, because I like Dean's style. For me, it represents him as Dean Ambrose. He's never changed in his smash mouth style. From his days in CCW to other stints in the territories. I mean, I don't want to see a massive drastic change, because I'm afraid, if you start messing around with the moveset, it kind of ruins the character in itself. But I mean, the last 2 weeks I've been fucking annoyed with it, to be honest with you, with the thing with Dean. Does he pass of the baseball bat. He doesn't need a pass of the torch.
Does he even have a submission or something? Maybe he could add a submission.
Yeah, he did used to submission wrestle in FCW. He used to use I think it was the equivalent of a crossface.
That would be great if he used that as submission, because he's kind of got the attitude to pull it off.
Yeah, you know what I mean. I will break your arm, like.
Can you imagine what his face would look like while he's selling? Fucking.
Do you know what? I got a vision now of him locking in the crossface, and at the same time kneeling down and just starting to bite on your ear as well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Well, he is kind of the next Mick Foley.
I really have. I mean, it's just that what was that main event? It didn't do nothing. It was a train wreck.
I am enjoying him bumping into. Go on.
I was just gonna say, on the same show we had Kevin Owens versus AJ Styles, and
Yeah.
they put that as the main event. What the fuck?
And that was
Seriously.
that was a fucking good match as well.
It was really, really. In fact, it's probably one of my best, like my favorite matches of the
Exactly.
evening. So.
I mean, I've been trying to tone down my language for new shows. You know, I'm a part of a new Butcher, but Roxy said it perfectly there. What the?
Yeah.
She did.
The fuck.
Yeah, for fuck it anyway. I'm going back to the old Butcher. I prefer him better. Do you know what I mean?
I am enjoying Ambrose bumping into these hardcore legends.
Did
though.
you like
I fucking
it?
mashed out
see.
when
No,
I
I
saw Terry Funk.
don't. I don't like it. I mean, it's not the fucking. We're in a PG era.
Mm-hmm.
If we weren't in that PG era, then yes, it would mean something. It would be relevant because it could be used. A baseball bat with barbed wire, fuck, you know, you put that on PG telly, man, and fucking people are gonna shit the bed.
Well, they have gotten a little bit, tiny bit edgier.
I know, but I said this a couple of weeks ago. What I mean, and Roxy said, you know, it probably is the build up to Mania, and then they'll calm the shit down before we get to Extreme Rules,
which makes perfect sense.
I mean, they need to step away from it. I mean, but God, you're not gonna see a chainsaw here.
Oh yeah,
come
but
on.
what annoys
What's
me
he gonna
is
do in Mania?
Oh.
Is his attire at Mania gonna come down? Is he gonna come down dressed as a Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
that's the thing. Like the most we'll see if there is maybe Thumbtacks at WrestleMania, and that will be a tease. And if they take out the bat, the most they'll ever do with that is a Russian leg sweep with it.
I firmly believe that match is gonna be a bloodbath.
Oh yeah.
I firmly believe it. I don't think over the last few weeks we've seen Triple H bleed. You know, we've seen numerous people shed blood. I personally think they've got a license for that match to
basically
go to a limit that, you know, that keeps them both safe, but show that it's a street fight. You know what I mean?
Basically, all the photos from that match on WWE.com are going to be black and white.
Yeah.
I'm going to be keeping tabs on how many.
I do firmly believe that. It's exactly the same with Shane Undertaker. I think that's going to be a bloodbath and all.
Oh yeah, Shane's a good bleeder.
You know,
that sounds quite sadistic.
Bleeds well.
He doesn't bleed quite as well as Ric Flair, but you know.
You not mention him.
Twat basket, sorry.
Seriously. I've warned you before.
Well, we kind of mentioned Triple H and Roman Reigns, so let's swiftly segue into that. Is it too late for Roman?
Oh, don't fucking ask me this question, Daz. Jesus Christ.
Time. How can it be too late for him?
Oh, man.
You haven't even started yet.
I kind of find it funny that they've had to scrap his crowd entrance.
Do you know what, right? No. The other week, right, when they did that, it kind of said something to me. They've listened to a degree.
Oh yeah, they're afraid he's going to get hurt.
Right? The last 2 weeks, I've seen an evolution, and it's only a little evolution. I'm seeing that thing that I've mentioned time and time again on this show. His face. It's no longer smiling. That Roman I like.
Oh yeah, definitely. I said
Roman
this,
I like.
I said this on my own podcast. I said, if he doesn't turn heel, because they're definitely teasing it, right? I mean, like you just said, then his face is not smiling. He's barely talking. He's just beating up Triple H. I mean, that thing on Monday, even though it was cheesy, he just basically did beat up Triple H.
He didn't deserve that either.
Yeah, no, he didn't. He was just getting in the car. But I mean, he's got apparently a new shirt out that kind of shows that he's a heel.
It does.
Or something. It's weird.
Yeah. It was that thing. Phoenix tweeted it. It showed the tweet that he was arguing with fan about. I think I've seen it, right, and the way I'm looking at it now is, I think we're all, as much as I don't want to buy into him winning the title, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
But I think the end result is going to be brilliant, because it's almost like the Authority, Triple H, is going to come out as, well, how can you put it? Raw's going to come around and Reigns is just going to get booed.
Oh yeah.
And it will complete it. It will complete it. You know, he knows that. You can tell. You can tell. I think this is the reason why they've changed his entrance as well. You can't have that heel. The Shield, it was a different thing with the Shield. They were manufactured in a way that they could do it. They weren't going to get attacked. Fucking size from 3 guys together. No, man, you'd be stupid. But Roman Reigns can't. You can't have him as a heel doing that. But in the same way, I think it's an evolution of his character.
Yeah,
I mean, I think Kinney said it. If you look at Roman Reigns' work, when he basically dropped the, was he called Liaki in FCW, and he came back as Roman Reigns, dressed in a suit, looking cool. That guy was awesome.
Yeah.
You go back and look at his promo work, man. Free Reigns, he had an arm of Dusty Rhodes around him, because Dusty Rhodes did all the promo training and stuff like that back then in early NXT. And he had a loving arm around him, not a business arm, a friendly arm. You know, and you get this opinion that, I mean, I've digged at him many a times, and I'll continue to dig at him because he's not. For me, I'm not 100% on him. I want to be,
yeah,
but I'm just not. It's. I've always said, and I've always been honest about it. I hate him when he speaks. I hate him when he smiles. I'm not 100% on his ring style, but even his ring style is starting to be altered. You're not seeing him do that stupid run around the ring and kick him in the side of the jaw. He's even dropping his Thor punch.
Thank God.
You know, to a degree, and you know, let's cock me wrist type of thing. His spear's lame. He needs a new finishing move for me.
Yeah. Do you think they need to give him maybe like Zeb Coulter or Paul Heyman to talk for him?
Yes.
I would love to see him.
Definitely
with Paul
needs
Heyman.
a mouthpiece.
I would love him with Paul Heyman.
Because Brock's the same.
I really would.
You can't take Brock seriously when he talks.
No.
Paul, say something stupid.
I fucking, I'll make myself sound like a fucking hypocrite here. I want to see him succeed, but I don't want to see him succeed as a face.
What FC Roman Reigns? That's what
I want to see that. The guy's badass. You know, I know you can't stereotype that, but the fucking guy's Samoan, for fuck's sake. They're animals.
Yeah, and he's perfect for the women.
Let him be an animal.
He's perfect for the women. I mean,
the women love him.
The late great Umaga should have been a world champion. The guy was what he said he was. He was a bulldozer.
He should be the perfect all-rounder.
You know, make him champion, but make him champion as a heel. Let him just fucking dismantle shit.
Well,
Stop making him shake kids' hands and being nice to kids.
I know we take dirt sheets with a pinch of salt, but apparently they are teasing a heel turn the night after WrestleMania.
I mean, I've got kids, but fuck kids, man. Honestly. when it comes to wrestling, man,
kids take a back seat.
The days of heels and faces is finished. There is no good guy, freaking bad guy. You like what you like, and I like a person that goes out there and kicks another guy in the face and then laughs at him. You know what I mean? Kevin Owens. That's what you want to see. You don't want to see a guy come out. Hey, little kid, do you want my sunglasses?
Do you think Roman's taking Twitter advice from Kevin Owens?
I think
if anyone
Roman Reigns.
If anyone can get you over as a heel on Twitter, it's Kevin Owens.
I think Roman Reigns is doing exactly what we said he wouldn't do, and I think Roman Reigns has basically turned around to the higher people and said, "I can't do this anymore." That's what I think, because I don't think for a second Vince McMahon would have turned him heel again within the space of 18 months.
Well, I don't know. He changed.
John Cena hasn't got long left in him, has he?
No.
Hasn't got long left in him.
And this is the longest time he's taken off since he started.
You always need a poster boy, but as the saying goes, you need to be an over heel before you can be an over face. They've all done it. Stone Cold, Triple H, The Rock.
That's
you know,
true. I've never thought about
John
that.
Cena was
People
awesome
don't-
as a heel.
Yeah.
John Cena was awesome as a heel, and John Cena was over as a heel.
Oh yeah.
Randy Orton was a heel, wasn't he, first?
You know, yeah.
Yeah.
I tell you what, you've got to be an over heel before you can be an over face. It don't work anymore.
Even Taker.
And that is the most sensible thing I've ever said on this show.
Triple H.
Wow, okay.
All of them were over as heels first.
Except Hogan. But
Well,
he was a heel in Rocky 3, so that counts.
Yeah, it was Thunder Lips.
That's the name of the game. Speaking of Hogan, fucking Moneybags.
Oh, don't.
Jesus, highest paid porn star ever. That Sonny's fucking hates him.
are we talking about the guy with the 10-inch penis or the guy who has the 10-inch penis?
Thunder
We're
Lips.
talking about Terry Bollea, not Hulk Hogan with the 10-inch penis.
I reckon he reenacted that character when he was in that film. You know, you can call me Thunder Lips.
Oh man.
That's disgraceful how much money he's walked out with for that.
Well, collectively now it's what, 145 million?
145 million, and it could rise. I think they've said it could rise to 200.
I think that's 83 million in our pounds. I think they're already waiting to appeal against it, so he probably won't get that much money. They don't even have that much money to give, so they'll go bankrupt. So they're gonna appeal against it. He'll probably get about. Let me think. I don't think he'll get 50 million either. So we'll see. But it's 150 million to be awarded. It's
the funny thing is, he still owes his wife money, doesn't he?
Which one?
Oh, Linda.
Yeah,
or the other one.
Linda. Yeah, he still owes her money.
Christ, she took half his money to begin with.
Yeah, she did.
I think the burning
Still owes her
question on
money.
everybody's lips is, though, if Hulk Hogan has got a 10-inch penis and Terry Bollea hasn't, then how big is Mr. America's penis? Seriously, I've watched that clip over and over and over just to have.
That was so funny.
It was absolutely hilarious. I was just like, this guy, he's just worse than Ric Flair now.
I'm not sure who. I just didn't. Why would you ask that question?
I reckon Ric Flair was when Ric Flair was watching that clip. Ric Flair would have been, Hogan, you ain't got a 10-inch penis.
That was a great impression.
Oh, brilliant!
Do you think Linda has a clause in her divorce contract that says? I mean, I can't remember the exact term of what it is, but if you're divorced, your husband that used to be is on the level of living, then you have to stay kind of on the level of living that he is living at the moment. So if he's living in LA in a really nice 6-figure house with 5 bedrooms or whatever, Linda has to stay in the exact same living conditions as Hogan. That's apparently what she has in her contract. So as long as Hogan's getting money, no, it's not at all.
Yeah.
Linda's probably going to come out in a couple of weeks. Oh, we made a sex tape too.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, my guy's got a 20-inch penis.
Yeah, hers is with Mr. America.
This is with Ric Flair. They'd be like, Hogan, woo!
Do you know what? If Hulk Hogan does turn up at WrestleMania, can you imagine Chyna's face? You're fucking kidding me.
Sonny and Chyna's face when they see that.
That'd be awesome. I just want the Hall of Fame people to start a chant. We want Chyna.
Yeah. Oh, do you know what? That whole topic of Hogan's court case was more fucking entertaining than Raw.
Did you not think that? Yeah. Do you not think that the Hall of Fame thing's gone a bit silly at the end?
The Hall of Fame.
I
don't know. There's not much prestige.
Jacqueline
Without
shouldn't have
taking
been
anything away
inducted.
from him this year. There's not that much prestige there.
Jacqueline shouldn't have been inducted.
No.
Not by any means. Beth Phoenix should have been inducted before Jacqueline.
Yeah.
You know, in my opinion, Chyna should have been inducted before any of them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, Stan Hansen is he's the man. But I think isn't he? No, he's not. That was Blackjack Mulligan that's related to Bradshaw, wasn't it? Stan Hansen. Have you seen any of Stan Hansen's matches? That guy's a monster. He's a monster. I think check out a match with him and Great Muta. I think it was at one of the early WCW. I think it might have been at Starrcade, one of the earlier ones. But it's a bloodbath. Absolute bloodbath.
I just hope when the New Day introducts the Freebirds,
The Freebirds should have been inducted.
Yeah, the Freebirds.
How do you explain that? 3 black guys inducting one of the most racist people.
Well, I just hope that like the biggies like Bootios. Oh yeah, Michael Hayes is a racist, and they just walk off.
I'd love that, man. That would be fantastic. I just don't get that. I don't understand it. For me, they missed a trick. I would never ever in a million years have inducted the Freebirds. You know, say what you like. I mean,
maybe all of them except Michael Hayes.
For me, they never wrestled in the WWE as the Freebirds, right? Whatever they did in other territories.
Well, to be fair, neither did the Horsemen.
You know, yeah, but fucking Horsemen, man.
Yeah,
the moment you, the music is just.
You know, another divorce settlement. So we need to catch in on a new. Ring.
I would have rather seen DX inducted to me personally, or the NWO themselves.
I thought you was going to say NWA then.
If Hulk Hogan's there.
You know.
The outsider.
Well,
what about Demolition?
For the Click, there's only X-Pac left now to be inducted.
What about natural disasters?
And Triple H.
And Triple H, oh yeah.
You know, what about Triple H can't be inducted? He partly fucking owns the company.
Yeah, not yet.
Like, seriously.
I
still want to know why British Bulldog hasn't been inducted yet.
I know we're not. I know they keep going on about his missus and stuff like that, but come on, enough is enough. Enough is enough.
I'm actually really intrigued to find out who the celebrity inductee is going to be this year, because they haven't announced it yet.
Oh God! If they say Pee Wee Herman, man, I swear to God.
Oh, it's gonna be in it. Oh my days! I never thought.
Don't! I will cry. I will cry. That guy is a sex pest.
Justin Bieber. I'm gonna blow that bloody stadium up.
I'm still waiting for Virgil.
I tell you, that would wake something in Evan. Evan would rage.
Brown?
He did launch a bit of a campaign recently, didn't he, Virgil?
Yeah.
Virgil for Hall of Fame. Fuck me.
What about D'Lo Brown?
Virgil isn't good enough for the TNA Hall of Fame. And I'm a TNA fan.
No, Phoenix, not D'Lo Brown.
But D'Lo's done so much.
Fuck D'Lo Brown.
What about Gilbert?
No.
Or Naked Midian. Naked Midian.
Let's think of the worst. Did Mabel get inducted?
No.
No, I don't think
possible. I tell you, I would support that.
Right to
say WWE even did a video package after he died either.
Yeah. No, they got done for it, didn't they? Yeah, they got criticised for it, didn't they?
Yeah. TNA did something. They dedicated the whole episode to it, but WWE didn't do anything.
TNA jumped on the bandwagon that WWE didn't, though. That's what TNA did.
They are pretty good at that, to be fair to them.
Aye. and then they actually do give it a mention as well.
Yeah, they always do.
You know, they're clever in the way they do it.
People may shit on them, but TNA are very respectful of people.
I want to see Rick the Model Martel inducted. That's who I want to see.
Didn't Evan cut a promo on him once?
Yeah.
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 But he got it mixed up. He thought it was Rick Marshall.
Yeah, Rick Marshall.
And we were there googling who the fuck's Rick Marshall. Oh, good time.
Oh, it's just he was carrying on Rick Marshall. Who the fuck's Rick Marshall?
I was there for about 5 minutes googling Rick Marshall, trying to find out who the fuck he was.
Rick Marshall spraying his arrogance. You mean Rick Martel, eh? Oh yeah, that. What did he said something abrupt straight after. Oh, that cunt's name or something like that.
Oh, that nigger or something, innit?
Yeah, it's not, wasn't it?
Okay.
Same fucking thing.
So, how many people here watched Lucha this week? Aztec
Warfare 2. I watched a bit.
Did you enjoy it?
Yes, I did.
Phoenix, have you caught up with Lucha yet?
No.
Well, you've got, what, 8 weeks to catch up on now?
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, Aztec Warfare was sick.
I keep meaning to, and then I just keep
It
slipping
was,
my mind. And all that.
Well, spoiler alert, we got a new champion. I'm quite surprised, actually. Phoenix held the title for a week.
Hey?
Not you, Phoenix. Phoenix and Lucha.
Oh. See, understand
This is
my
going to get
confusion?
confusing. Should we try and pronounce it sort of Mexican-y? Phoenix.
Okay.
Do you know what? We need fucking Gino DeCampo. The Phoenix.
The Phoenix. the greatest champion all of the time.
Oh, I love Gino DeCampo. But put him in the fucking Hall of Fame.
He loves you too.
Thanks. Rey Mysterio impressed me as well.
Oh, you see, I don't want to say I like Mysterio, man, because he kind of annoys me.
It wasn't a bad performance, though.
No, he wasn't.
He was swinging around like fucking Spider-Man, like he does.
Yeah. Yeah, it looked like Ray.
Yeah.
And he slimmed down a hell of a lot.
Oh yeah, he has. And you know what?
Slimmed down a hell of a lot.
I gotta say, these backstage cutscenes that they do, Ray's probably the best actor they've got.
Yeah.
I know he hasn't got much competition because none of them are really great actors, you know. But yeah, Ray fucking sells it to me.
Jack Evans was awesome, dude.
Yeah, I like him as a heel. I remember him in TNA. He was on the Gut Check, I think. Or was it the X Division thing? And I was surprised they never signed him because I was impressed with him by one match.
And we seen a Canadian Destroyer.
Yes, we did.
It was amazing.
Never gonna see that in WWE.
Nope.
Yeah.
There's some. Tell you honestly, there was some really, really good people in that.
For me, like Lucha Underground, everyone is telling me to watch it. Like everyone on my own podcast is saying it's one of the best wrestling shows out there. It's better than Raw. It's better than anything WWE put on, TNA, whatever. And I'm just there like, I don't know, maybe. It's another hour of wrestling, and it's just...
yeah, but the thing is...
Watch it instead of the third hour of Raw.
The thing is it's an hour of that word you just said.
Yeah.
Wrestling.
Yeah.
And,
Lucha
you
Libre.
know, I don't watch it for entertainment and stuff like that, because if I wanted to watch a comedy act, then I'll watch 90 minutes of fucking WWE Raw.
It's so hard to watch. It's so hard to watch all this like wrestling. I mean, how many wrestling is there on just from WWE a week? I mean, it's crazy. And I watch Total Divas, and that's another hour. So it's crazy.
It can be quite hard to get into a new product when everyone else is like so into it.
Yeah.
And know who everyone is. But I got into it quite quickly, to be fair to it. But I like binge watched 4 episodes in one night.
Fair enough.
But another thing, when I was a little bit disappointed when Katrina slapped Vampiro. I thought he was going to turn into the Vampiro and just fucking destroy her.
Smash her. Yeah, and me.
But anyway, new champion, Matanza, who is pretty much what Abyss should have been years ago.
Yeah. Yes.
I like Matanza.
WWE should sign him, but keep him as he is.
And fucking Joey Ryan handcuffing himself to the rail so he couldn't get eliminated. Genius. Genius.
Joey Ryan's awesome.
And they still beat the shit out of him.
Joey Ryan is awesome.
I'm not even a Joey Ryan fan, but that was genius.
Where was Pentagon?
They wouldn't put him in the match. He just sort of attacked Mil Muertes during his entrance.
I'll tell you what, then that match is going to be brutal.
Oh yeah.
When them two have it, like old Mil Muertes, man, old Ricky Banderas.
Yeah, well, yeah. So that was the penultimate episode, wasn't it? We got the little season finale next week.
Yeah. Finale, man.
Should be good.
Tells you it's I was a bit unsure to start with on it, but like we said, it's like a soap opera. You've got to wait for these characters to evolve.
Yeah.
Apparently, season 3 isn't going to be long though.
Christ, season 2's not long. It's only 10 episodes.
Yeah. Apparently, season 3 isn't going to be as long coming out as season 2 was. I think a lot of season 2 was discussions with networks, wasn't it, to get it renewed?
Yeah.
But I think they've already been renewed for season 3.
I mean, I heard that. I mean, I don't keep up with it that much, but I did hear that they have got a couple of deals coming up with Netflix and iTunes, but it's still not bringing in much money. So, but I think as soon as they get onto iTunes and Netflix in particular,
I think it's all about making themselves known, isn't it? Netflix will make them known.
Yeah, because there's no exposure in the UK. You've got to pretty much download it.
That's it.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay, so TNA, should we move on to that? John, I'm kind of mixed up with TNA now because we've been off for 2 weeks. But we got a new world champion. I know you're a bit salty on that. Drew Galloway.
What? You know what? Why, man? Well, why? Why? But why?
Why not?
We've spent that long, and the whole world spent that long criticising TNA's product. They get to a point where something, as much as I hated Matt Hardy, it made sense.
Yeah, and he was getting over as a heel.
It made Drew McIntyre, Drew Galloway, whatever you want to call him. He's not fantastic as. How can you put it? Do you not find him? He's got ability, but he's just dry. I don't buy into it. I don't buy into him. It's very much the same as Roman Reigns.
Exactly. Yeah, there's been a lot.
He's not gonna put butts in the seats. Matt Hardy was doing that.
There's been a lot of articles saying that WWE have lost out on Drew Galloway. I totally agree with you. I don't see what they've lost.
I don't get it.
It was nothing. Yeah.
Well, he was better than WWE.
I seen promise in him when he first came in as the Chosen One. I thought, yes, I like this guy. I like the attitude. But after a while, it just grew a bit. I don't know whether it was the fact that WWE stopped using him correctly in the way that when they brought him in, he was used to a level which he was smash mouth. He was hard. You know what I mean? The guy could wrestle. He had technique, and then it just got to a point where we're a 3-man band. You know what I mean? And then he got his release. He went to TNA. He did that stupid stand-up thing, which is just.
The idea was good, but the execution wasn't.
Honestly, it didn't support it enough. It wasn't marketed properly. He didn't have the right people with him to pull that gimmick off.
No.
I mean, Eli Drake, shite. And Mr. Camacho.
Where the fuck's he gone now?
He's been released, hasn't he? I mean, I'm not surprised because he had about the ability of a tangerine. But. I mean, come on. It's.
There is one criticism of TNA I'll always stand by, and that's that they don't give the world champions decent runs.
The only one that's had a decent run was Bobby Roode.
Yeah, 7 months.
And for me, he was a greater champion than CM Punk.
Yeah, he was phenomenal.
This is one of TNA's biggest problems. They haven't got a poster boy because they keep jumping from champion to champion. They don't give themselves enough time to build someone as the face of the company.
Well, another one was Magnus. They couldn't. They put the title on him. He was a great heel, and they just totally took it off him straight away.
No, the problem with Magnus was that everyone else wanted to be in on it. It was like Magnus won the world title, then let's build a stable. You know,
first ever British world champion, and it didn't really make a big deal out of it.
Let's build a stable around Magnus. You know, Dixie Carter's got to be at the front. The most heat, the woman with the most heat on her in the business that knows absolutely nothing about the business. And then we've got to bring in EC3, who is the man, by the way.
Yes.
And EC3 was the wrong move for Magnus because I don't know what it was with Carter, but even when he was standing behind people, he had more presence than that person standing in front of him.
I think EC3 knew that stable was bullshit.
You know, it didn't work, and I felt sorry for Magnus. But
Johnny Ferrari's not a Magnus fan, as you may have heard.
Again, I'm not a massive Magnus fan. I just don't think he has that much ability.
No, me.
I never seen it. I mean, for me, he was a shit ground technician. He was tall, had a good physique. For me, that was it.
I never got anything.
You know?
I never got his technique. I never got his promo work. I never got his character.
I don't understand it. To me, he was Oblivion from the Gladiators. And that was it. He said the same shit as Oblivion said in Gladiators.
The funny thing is, when he was Oblivion, he had the same build as Rockstar Spud.
And I mean, great career choice, by the way. Yeah, I'll go to GFW. Yeah, tip me out to you. Yeah. That was only because TNA weren't going to re-sign Mickey James, by the way. That he made that decision, you know. But hats off to him, man. He looks after his family. That's fair enough. You know, he goes where his missus goes.
Why didn't we sign her? I don't know.
TNA is superb. I rate it at the minute. I mean, I love the Decay.
Yes.
They've got 5 new signings, I think, didn't they? They got the 2 guys left from WWE.
Which I was about to mention, actually. Yeah,
Sylvester LaForte and Mark Lewis.
Have you read Twitter lately?
No. I'm staying away from Twitter now.
LaForte's new name, I can't quite remember what it was, but he's gone on a bit of a Twitter war with Matt Hardy. So I'm assuming that they're faces.
Sylvester LaForte's got a lot of ability. And Marcus Lewis has. But they're French, and the way I've seen them dressed is they're dressed as French. How can they be faces as French? I don't get that.
Yeah, the Frenches are always heel in wrestling.
Yeah, man. La Resistance. And they had a guy called Rob Conway who waved the French flag. Anyway. TNA's, I mean, I don't agree with this putting the strap on Jade. But saying that, I don't agree with the Knockouts division at all at the minute.
No, but I think to be fair, Jade's got some ability. It's about time she kind of stood out.
Well, she's being allowed to showcase it now, isn't she?
Yeah.
She's not just a little groupie.
No. So I'll give her a chance. If she can pull off a decent match with Gail Kim, she's doing something right, because she's
X-Division's
legendary.
Dead. X-Division's dead.
What's the X Division? No idea.
I
remember the X Division.
Yeah, you remember it, the days when it was
most exciting thing about TNA.
And Lashley, I think the TNA should release, because I'm sick of that guy personally. Honestly.
I mean, I want to ask a question, because I've not watched TNA in about a year. But I want to know what is Rockstar Spud doing, because I saw a picture of him with a sour face.
I love Spud as a heel.
What it is, right, is Tyrus carries Matt Hardy's bags and Spud carries Tyrus's belly.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So who carries the baby?
Great.
I think that would still be that troll that has got the wedding ring on her finger. And that'll be it. Don't know if anyone actually ever said. Matt never got back to me on his Twitter. He was doing all this thing when he was a TNA champ, that he was calling out people that were giving him negative tweets. But he might not have liked mine to the point where he actually did block me.
Yeah, you were quite harsh on Rebby.
You know, hey. You know, he called out the challenge. You know what I mean? He called out the challenge. You insult me, and I'll give you what for. Yeah, all right, mate.
So maybe you can tell the difference between the marks and the people that are being genuine.
I just said to him, listen, man, you got all them millions of pounds. Go and spend it. Go and spend it on something that needs some attention. Your wife's face. Yeah, you know.
Oh, fucking hell.
Anyway, TNA's great.
Yeah.
I do actually feel sorry for Matt Hardy not getting the title.
I'm about a week or two behind, I think.
Are you bored of this thing now with Jeff Hardy?
I was just going to say, I'm not sure what's going on with Jeff, because I'm about a week behind.
He's back. He's away.
Well, he went away in January because he can't come to the UK, obviously. So he has
obviously, yeah.
annual month off.
I get that. Isn't it up next year?
Yes. So hopefully he's still with TNA in 2 years' time, so I can finally see him.
Alright, okay, that's fair enough. Right, we'll all go to that then.
Yeah.
We'll all go to that so I can walk to Matt and shake his hand and say, hey, where'd you spend their millions? You remember me? Anyway.
But back to Spud, I hope this feud of EC3 takes the main focus, because that's basically the best thing they've got going at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
I like this thing with Carter.
Yeah, Spud's better as a heel.
I like this thing with Carter. I think it's showcasing it, and I think that's probably why they've taken the title off Matt. To be honest with you, because they see that the feud works, and it shouldn't just be about constant title challenges. You know what I mean? They could go up 2 or 3 months with this.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the next event they've got coming up?
I'm assuming the next pay-per-view will be Slammiversary, but the next special would be Victory Road?
Maybe.
That's right.
Isn't Victory Road the one when they do they used to fucking when TNA was awesome. They used to do like qualifying matches for
the Road to Glory.
Yeah.
For Glory.
Yeah.
Series. That was awesome. Yeah, I loved that series.
Yeah, that was.
It'd be like the Premier League table, and that was just really fucking cool. That was the last time I actually took some interest in TNA.
I think they scrapped that last year, but that would have been around October time.
That was when they did October last year. Was when they did that stupid thing. That stupid thing was going on because they had no television thing, did they?
Oh, they did.
And they were doing them stupid groups of champion versus champions.
No, they did Bound for Glory live, but they recorded the next episode before Bound for Glory, so they couldn't have any title matches on it.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know. I definitely see EC3 and Mac going the distance.
Yeah. What I'll say about Spud is he works as a face because he's easily lovable, but he works as a heel because as a heel he can be Spud.
The thing where I'm confused with here, it has confused me, is obviously we all know about the departures of Eric Young and Bobby Roode.
Crying emoji.
I'm not crying. I'm not crying because they're coming to NXT.
Yeah, but you watch all the bandwagoners jump on their decks when they do.
What worries me is obviously Paul James Storm. He goes and makes the decision to stay there,
fucking pissed
and he's just been dropped on his head. He's gonna have to relinquish that tag title to the Wolves again.
Yeah, spoiler alert.
Oh shit.
Seriously, that's the sound of James Storm smacking his head up against the wall repeatedly.
Why didn't I take the pay cut? Why didn't I take the pay cut? And then you've got Eric Young that's dropped the King of the Mountain title.
Well, to be fair, it could be a good thing for Storm because now he can go after the world title again. Because he only had a fucking week's reign when he last won it.
It's a sinking ship, though, isn't it, TNA? I think.
I was just hoping of that reunion. I wanted that Beer Money reunion on NXT.
Mm.
Oh,
that's what I wanted it. But for me, Bobby Roode's better than NXT. He's main event.
Yeah, like AJ.
But for me, it's just he's fucking. You can't.
I mean, I'm sorry, but I prefer him better than AJ Styles. I think he's much better. I think he just provides more.
Bobby Roode's solid. Bobby Roode is just
on NXT though. Then it would make sense for you to put Bobby Roode in NXT.
If we get another Roode Aries rivalry, I'll be happy.
I'm just
hoping
that'd be
awesome.
Separation, and then maybe
you've got to bring Roode in as a heel as well.
Oh yeah.
He's got to come in as a heel.
Roode in as a face. That's stupid.
Eric, I want them to bring in this psycho, but Eric Young.
Yeah.
Honestly, Eric Young he's just great. He's the greatest psycho ever.
Have they actually been signed to NXT? Then,
Nothing's been said yet, but I wouldn't. I would say it was 90% done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
See,
I would say it was 90% done.
They released Bull Dempsey because they felt like he was too much of Kevin Owens, and that's why they changed the character to Bull Fit, and then he got released. So I don't know if they bring Eric Young in as a crazy guy because they're like, oh, he's Dean Ambrose, because you all know that you can't. Once there's a guy in WWE that has that gimmick, no one else is they don't need anyone else. So it just does he come in as like a heel or as a face?
Sure, we ain't gonna be seeing any pile drivers from Eric Young.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But the thing with Eric Young is Eric Young's got a catalogue of moves, you know.
Yeah.
He's Canadian.
Yeah.
And the guy can wrestle. The same with Bobby Roode. Bobby Roode's not going to be restricted in any way, man, because the guy's fucking awesome.
I'd love to see him grow his hair long again, become a really good heel.
I want to see Bobby Roode versus Kevin Owens. That's what I want to see.
Do you know what Vince is probably thinking? We can have Eric Young replace Daniel Bryan and no one will know the difference.
Yeah. Eric, you're going to need to lose about 80 pounds.
And marry a Bella.
Yeah, but the Bella's gone. I'll get you a Bella. Would you like this one? That's Nia Jax. Yeah, sure. We'll sort that.
Speaking of the Bellas, their father-in-law is now officially John Laurinaitis, legally.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Stepfather.
Stepfather,
sorry, not father-in-law. He's Daniel Bryan's father-in-law.
Oh my God. That's bad.
Well, how is he related to John Cena then?
Well, he'd be John Cena's father-in-law if he marries Nikki.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He's married.
Oh my God. It's like the most inbred business in the world, isn't it?
I've never...
Cena's potential father-in-law, but I don't think Cena will be getting married to...
I hope he's serious about not getting married, because John Laurinaitis as John Cena's father-in-law is the stuff of nightmares.
I don't think you'll see John Cena get married while he's a wrestler.
No.
I think he'll definitely marry her, but I just don't think it's a thing that he mixes the business with personal. You know what I mean?
Moment, and that's the only marriage that there's going to be.
I think the thing is, he's obviously married into the married into the WWE, but he's also in a relationship with Nikki. So his personal life to the point where he does it for that Total Divas thing for Nikki, but there is no way he would bring his personal life into, you know what I mean?
No, he's quite a private person. John.
Yeah, it's just he wouldn't do it like.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's pretty much everything we need to cover. So, shall we move on to the trivia?
Yes.
As we said, we're shaking things up, and Wrestling Records is now the first round, and we're going to be giving you the question before the break, so that means you've got the whole break to think about your answer, and then we'll come back and do the rest of it. So, first of all, Charlie, which captain would you like as your partner?
I did have Roxxie last time, so I might have to switch over to David.
Okay, we got the Butcher.
Tag!
Yes, hot tags are back this week. Okay, and so here comes Wrestling Records. This week it is, and don't give me the answer because you've all got the break to think about your answer. Who has the most victories at the Backlash pay-per-view? Main events.
Oh, just main events.
Just main events. You've got the whole break to think of your answer, so ladies and gents, come back for that.
Hi, this is Anthony. And this is Gartese. We are the forces of radio. The faces for radio. Come relax with us every Thursday. We love hosting Feces for Radio. That's Faces for Radio. Can you please remember to get the name of the show right? Sorry. We tackle sports, entertainment, and have a kick-ass soundboard. Erases for Radio has it all. Faces for Radio. Find us on the VOCNation.com, listen to us live, or download it later. Follow us on Twitter at Faces for Radio 1. That's Faces for Radio. Funky for Radio. Shut up.
Hey, it's me, the mouth of the South
Jimmy Hart. Net Carrier has many great products and services to increase your bottom line. Be sure to ask your Net Carrier representative about our hosted PBX. Call Net Carrier today for a free analysis of your phone bills. 877-255-7733. That's right, 877-255-7733. Call now.
What's up, everybody? This is Johnny Ferrari in Las Vegas, and you're listening to the Swerve Talk Network featuring Max Wrestling, Sunday Sag, Offshoot Radio, and more at the Swerve Talk Network on Twitter for more information. Woohoo!
And we're back. Now, normally we'd be asking you if you got that pay-per-view theme, but we don't have a pay-per-view theme anymore because YouTube are dicks. So...
I second that.
Okay. Guest prerogative. You can give your answer first. Did you confer with Butcher?
I think what he said was absolutely correct. I think that was a good answer.
All right. So you guys going with
Triple H, I would say, wouldn't you?
Triple H. All right. Phoenix, Roxy, who are you going with?
Well, I was going to say Triple H as well, but
I was going to say Undertaker.
So I'm going to take her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you know what? I'm going to regret this. I'm going to regret this because the one I've got the other one in my head was the person that I've been begging to come back the last few weeks.
Okay. Well, only 9 people have won Backlash main events. Because obviously it didn't last that long. So I'll do the bottom 3 first, because they've all won 1 match each, which is Edge, The Rock, and Batista.
Go with The Rock. I mentioned The Rock to Craig.
So Triple H has won 2 Backlash main events.
It's fucking John Cena.
And The Undertaker has won 0. So the point goes to Triple H, goes to Charlie and Butcher.
Nice.
Oh.
The top 3 answers were Triple H, John Cena, and Stone Cold, all with 2 wins.
Oh, fuck me. Jesus Christ.
Triple H, though, would also have topped most Backlash matches. He's had 7.
Wow.
The other people on the list were Hulk Hogan, Chris Benoit, and Goldberg. They've all won 1 match each.
Surprised Chris Jericho didn't win any. That's weird.
I don't think, but well, he's not on this list, so I'm assuming he hasn't been in the Backlash main event.
No, I don't think he has been in one.
No, I don't think he has. I think
Who's that?
Chris Jericho.
Chris Jericho.
No, not in the main event.
There's 14 people on the list altogether for Backlash main events.
He was in a 6-man tag match in 2003, I think. But
was that the main event?
Nope.
The main event was John Cena and Brock.
Ah, yeah.
No, the main event that year was Rock and Goldberg.
Only 14 people have main evented Backlash.
Didn't he have a match with Ricky Steamboat, though?
That wasn't. Oh, that was Backlash.
It was Backlash, yeah. It was Backlash.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't think it was the main event.
So Charlie's in the lead with 1 point, which means you get to go first in the hot seat. And we've also changed that this week. There's now only 2 questions, but there's 2 points available in both.
Look, this is what happens when you're unorganised. You change things for the better.
And we don't have to cut anyone off anymore because I've got 2 sets of questions.
Cool.
So, Charlie, as you're going first, do you want set 1 or set 2?
Set 2.
Okay, obviously Butcher can help you as much as you want in this round.
Okay.
You've got 1 minute for your answers after each question. Okay,
Sweet.
Question 1. Which movie character teamed with Randy Savage at SummerSlam 1989? And, for an extra point, which Hulk Hogan movie was he from?
Zeus knows bad.
Yeah, I'll go with that
Got
answer.
that straight away.
Definitely.
Okay, shall I start the clock?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Zeus, no holds barred. Yes to both, 2 points.
Thank you. I didn't know that one.
I couldn't tell you the actor's name, but I know he's been in a lot of things.
It's Sonny Liston Jr.
Yes, he's also in.
He's named after the boxer. Yeah.
Got a very distinctive look.
Yeah, he's got that massive turn in his eye, and he looks evil as sin.
He does. No wonder he was a heel.
Looks like the type of guy that'd sleep under your bed.
Okay, question 2. You actually mentioned these guys earlier. For 2 points, if you only get one, you only get one. That's fine. La Resistance consisted of Rob Conway and which 2 other wrestlers?
That was the that was the French one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And they wasn't. They was French, wasn't there?
Is this still ours?
Yeah.
Sylvain Grenier and
Ren Dupré.
Yeah, René Dupré.
Yeah. Okay. Stop the clock.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, Vader. We're not going to hear you this week.
They brought old Sylvain in as that, like he looked like a porn star type of thing.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Looked like a rip-off of Alex Wright.
Yes, to both 2 points. Sylvain was the dodgy ref at No Way Out at first. The one that screwed Hogan. Okay, over to Roxy and the Phoenix. You've obviously got the other set of questions, so here we go. In which movie did The Rock appear in with Johnny Knoxville? And for an extra point, what year was it released?
Oh, God.
I know this.
Johnny Knoxville, that's the guy from Jackass, isn't it?
Yeah.
That would be Walking Tall.
Could be.
Yeah, I think it is.
That was out in 2004, I believe.
Yeah, that's right, I think. You happy with that?
Yep.
Okay, stop the clock.
Yep.
Stop the clock. Vader's waiting for his fucking paycheck now. Okay, Walking Tall, 2004. Yes, to both 2 points.
That was a terrible.
I liked it. I was going to say it was one of The Rock's best films before he became an A-lister.
Before he became a Disney sellout.
He only did one Disney movie.
He did a few of them. At least 2.
Did he?
I like
the two Fairy and...
The Game Plan.
Game Plan.
Yeah, Game Plan.
I enjoyed that film.
Good in Game Plan, man. Game Plan was awesome.
Yeah, that was a really good film.
In fairness, Star Wars is Disney now, and that was fucking awesome.
Yes. Scorpion King directed by Disney as well.
Oh, right, Scorpion King was a proper B movie. The
fuck
sequels are even worse.
I gotta check that now. Can I check that? Yeah.
Randy Couture was in one of the Scorpion King.
I'm sure Pirates of the Caribbean with Disney on it in some way.
Disney.
Yes, it was.
Again, awesome.
Was.
Okay, see, Disney are good when they go over PG. Take notes, WWE. Okay, question 2.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Phoenix, you should be grateful actually that Roxy's on your team because this is a Shane McMahon question.
Yeah.
Okay.
For 2 points, who was Shane McMahon's first WrestleMania opponent and which WrestleMania was it?
Oh.
X-Pac at WrestleMania 15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop the clock.
Yeah.
Seriously, sorry Vader, I'm sorry. He's fucking glaring at me here. Okay. Yes, 2 points for the European Championship.
We go to a tiebreaker.
No, you're still in the lead because you got first point from Wrestling Records.
Oh, did we? Oh, cool. Sweet.
I always remember from that match, Shane jumping over X-Pac's head, sort of posing, and then turns around and gets a spin kick in the face.
And the same thing happened again when they faced it. No Mercy. It was in Manchester that year as well. Same thing happened.
Yeah.
Is that the one when he got a double stunner with Triple H?
Yeah, right at the end.
Yeah.
As they were getting ready to close the show.
Awesome. Okay, so now we need to find out who's going to be the hot tag for the captains, Roxy or the Phoenix.
Oh, maybe we need to go hot. Like, tag!
We know you're definitely going to be the hot tag.
Tag!
Okay, here we go. When the music starts, there we go.
I like this. This is Ace's.
The captain's hot tag is Roxy. Which means, Phoenix, you're the main answerer person.
It
Okay.
was like a mess, to be honest.
Okay. Now then, next round is title sequence, and as they have the lowest points, captains can go first. So this week you've got the Divas Championship, Phoenix.
Okay.
But now you wish it was Roxy. Okay, your sequence is Natalia, Eve Torres, and Brie Bella. Who's next?
Layla.
Is that your final answer, or do you want to keep going?
Be my final answer because I can't think of anyone else. Sure, it was Layla.
Final answer, okay. Stop the clock. Was it Layla? At least Daniel Bryan's getting his paycheck this week. It was Kelly, yes. Okay, no points scored there. Over to Charlie. Your title is the United States.
It was Nikki. It was bloody Nikki that Layla beat for it, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was harder to tell in those days. Before Nikki's enlargements. Okay. Okay, Charlie sequence. United States champions. It is Dolph Ziggler, Zack Ryder, and Jack Swagger. Who's next?
Oh, Jack Swagger. Oh, I know this. Oh, Swagger. Who beat Jack Swagger? Trying to think. Who was in the mid card at that time? I'd either have to say Kofi Kingston or Dean Ambrose in the Shield when he came in, because he held that for a long time. But I'm not quite sure. I'm gonna go with Kofi Kingston.
Kofi Kingston.
Yeah.
Okay, you got 30 seconds left. Do you want to start the clock?
Yeah, go on then. I got. He's the only one I can think of.
Okay, Kofi Kingston.
Santino Marella.
It was Santino Marella.
No. Oh, Jesus Christ, Charlie.
So the
Sure
points
kicking
remain.
them balls.
Points remain 5-4.
It's Santino Marella, the greatest United States champion of all of the times.
Did he beat Jack Swagger then? Or he must have. Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
when was that?
2012.
Oh wow, I would have never thought of that. Crazy.
Okay, so
Also, it wasn't really memorable. So.
on to the
He
next
was
round.
awesome, wasn't he? Wasn't he awesome with the Beth of the Phoenix?
Okay, the next round is a new round. It's the pitched promo.
What? Oh, yeah, I'll be looking forward to this. I'll be looking forward to this.
Okay, what you're going to hear is a high-pitched promo, and all you've got to do is guess who it is. If you need help halfway through, just shout tag. Okay, here is the first ever pitched promo.
Now, I understand that there are a number of you. Here we go again. His own homestead. I understand that there are a number of you. I understand that. I understand that some of you feel as though that the McMahon-Helmsley faction last Monday on Raw just wasn't fair to Chris Jericho. Well, it wasn't. Oh, listen to you. I understand that many of you feel as though since the McMahon-Helmsley faction made Chris Jericho compete on 3 different occasions, defending the Intercontinental title until he lost it, that it just wasn't fair. Is that what you think, Cole? That's right. Well, that's just too damned bad. Because if you don't think it was fair Monday, you're probably the same kind of people who wait in line. You'll wait forever in line, like sheep all lined up. You'll wait in line, waiting your turn, and then you'll see someone like myself very aggressively cut in the front of the line, and you'll say, wait a minute, that's not fair. And what about the parking lot? We've all been there.
3, 2, 1. Did anybody get it?
That was fucking awesome. That was Vince.
Say Phoenix.
I said Vince.
Yeah, you were there first. Point goes to the captains. It was Vince McMahon.
Woohoo!
Do you know what was even funnier was the King even more high pitched.
That's brilliant. Look at him laughing in the background. That was ace. That was awesome.
You can always tell with a Vince McMahon promo, can't you, whether it's him or not? He has a certain way of talking.
There was only two it could be going on where they could hear the fairness thing, and I was like, is it Michael Cole or is it Vince?
Yeah,
because Michael Cole was doing that thing with the inaugural general manager in the interest of all fairness and all that type of shit.
He does that thing where he goes, I think that all of you, and it's like, oh, that's Vince.
That's
For me,
good.
as
That's
soon
good.
as he said the word understand, I was just like, yeah, that's Vinnie Mac. I just knew straight away. I was just like, yeah, that's him.
I like that. That
I
was
knew
good.
as soon as the way he said, just the way he said, that's not fair, or something. I knew from that moment on it was Vince.
Yeah.
Okay, well, the good news is we've got 2 rounds left and no hot tags have been cashed in, so if you want, you can both activate them for the last 2 rounds.
Tag.
Okay, everyone's active. Okay, next round is Name the Card, and we've got a tie, so it's a good job. It's a shouty out one. The current scores are 5-5, so let's find out. Who knows which pay-per-view I'm talking about? Here come the matches. First match. Once again, you got 1 minute between each match to give me your answer. First match is Spike Dudley and Taz versus the Dudley Boys.
Royal Rumble 2002.
I fucking hate
Oh
this
my Jesus Christ.
Fucking hell.
Fucking hate it.
Point goes to the captains.
This guy has a wire.
Scores is 6-5. The rest of the matches were William Regal versus Edge for the Intercontinental Championship, and that was fucking awesome. Trish Stratus versus Jazz for the Women's Championship with Jacqueline as a special referee. Ric Flair versus Vince McMahon in a street fight. Chris Jericho versus The Rock for the Undisputed Championship, and of course Triple H won the Royal Rumble match. Which means if Charlie wants to win, he's going to need those 3 points in the last round, or it's going to be a tie. Okay, the rules for Mystery Superstar are simple. Same as the last round. You get 1 guess after each clue, and if you give me your answer in the first 30 seconds of each clue, you get 3 points instead of 1.
Cool.
Alright, shout you out one again. First clue is a former Intercontinental Champion. Everyone's favourite clue. Of course, everyone's active, so you can confer if you want.
I have no idea.
It literally could be anyone.
I was just fucking saying, just saying the Continental Champion.
Yeah.
WWE vacant.
WWE vacant has won every championship.
Can we just name every Intercontinental Champion? Dean Ambrose.
Dean Ambrose, nope.
D'Lo Brown.
D'Lo Brown, nope. Okay.
If that had been D'Lo Brown, then man, I would have. All you'd have heard the window smash, and that would have been the last you'd have heard of me, because I'd have been flat on my face at the bottom of it.
Next clue should shed a little bit more light on it. Competed in 2 Royal Rumble matches.
Jericho.
No, not Chris Jericho. Over to the captains. Any ideas, Phoenix, Roxy?
Thinking Billy Gunn.
I'm happy to go with that.
Billy Gunn?
There you go. Yeah.
Nope. Next clue. Debuted in WWE in 1997.
Take your time, take your time.
I want to say... Can I say the name? Or like?
Hang on, whoa, hang on.
The Rock.
Nope, not The Rock. Over to Charlie and the Butcher.
China.
China.
Oh,
yes, he does it again!
And it was in the first 30 seconds. You get 3 points.
I was going to say Rob Van Dam. And then I was like, no, he can't be. And then China, I was like, oh, Jesus Christ, is that right? And then it was right.
I got a phenomenal record.
The remaining clues were a member of DX and the ninth wonder of the world.
He's like a viper on that man. I wait and I wait and I wait.
Final scores, captains.
Well done.
6 points. Charlie and the Butcher. 8 points.
Hey, well, that's all for the Butcher, not me.
Podcast promos from the captains this week.
Sorry, Roxy.
As the Phoenix was in the hot seat, you can get yours first. Let's find out who we're going to be going against. Phoenix, your opponent this week is Rikishi.
Thought we were doing normal, our own promos this week, and then...
That's next week.
Oh, that's for next week.
Promo Mania, number 5.
I asked you this earlier on. You said it was next week.
Yeah. It is, but I've got to give you a week to prepare your promo. But yes, you got Rikishi.
Got it.
You got Rikishi this week.
Right.
Or do you want to do Rikishi next week?
I'll do Rikishi next week.
Okay, use the promo you got now then. Who's that against? Just remind everyone.
Damien Sandow.
Okay.
Can't wait to hear this one.
Let's find out who Roxy's going to be against.
Oh, God.
Okay. That's funny, a diva actually came up. Do you want a diva or do you want to go for a man?
I don't care. I don't care
Okay.
who I take down.
I'll tell you which one's which and you can choose.
Okay.
The diva is Summer Rae. And the man is Alberto Del Rio.
Oh, please, Roxy. Please, Roxy, take down Summer Rae.
Please.
Well, then I'll take down Summer Rae.
Summer Rae, okay, we'll give you a few minutes to get
Yes!
the promos ready.
Yep.
Oh, do something. Say something about a nose. Oh, that'd be amazing.
While we get those promos ready, guys and girls, show our magazine some love. It's free, it's colourful, and it comes your way every month. Check out the Max Wrestling magazine at maxwrestlingmag.weebly.com. This month, featuring a look at Shane O'Mac's career, everything TNA are currently doing right, everything we would change about WrestleMania, and of course Cookie's Wrestling Ponderings and the debut of The Undertaker's Crypt. Relive classic Undertaker matches with The Phoenix. That's online now, free at maxwrestlingmag.weebly.com. Don't forget to buy our merchandise. Buy our merch at maxwrestlingshop.com. We make no profit from it except for your support. The prices you see are the cost of the manufacturer with free delivery. And remember our website, maxwrestling.wix.com/maxwrestling. And now we're going to go to our final break and we'll be back with the podcast promo. So don't go anywhere because I'm kind of going to feel sorry for Damien Sandow and Summer Rae. Look, we really need to think of a really special guest for Promo Mania. It's less than a week away and we just haven't got anybody.
I hear Donald Trump's name a lot lately.
Yeah, not for good reasons.
How about whoever is up on the X Factor?
I haven't watched the X Factor since 1996.
Is it even on there?
It fucking feels like it. No, we need somebody involved with wrestling.
Michael Cole.
Too boring.
Sonny.
Too in jail.
Dave Meltzer.
No, somebody who knows what they're talking about.
Virgil.
No, we need somebody cool.
Say no more.
No more.
No, what I mean is, I've got him.
You've got it?
Yes.
Oh, you should get yourself checked out.
No, I know who we can get. Johnny Ferrari.
Now you're talking.
I've been talking this whole time.
Just call him.
Max Wrestling presents Promo Mania, Sunday, April 3rd, 7 PM UK time, 2 PM Eastern on VOC Nation, with a special start time of 6 PM UK time, 1 PM Eastern on YouTube, Vimeo, and the Swerve Talk Network, with special guest, Johnny Ferrari.
And we're back. It's time for the final part of the show. So before we get onto those promos, let's find out what's been happening this week in wrestling history with the Phoenix.
AJ Lee turned 29.
Oh, I
Still looks like a 16-year-old girl, though.
Yeah.
Also, you can relax. I've also briefly gone through it, and there's no deaths this week.
There's no deaths, good, because we don't want to end the show on a low note, do we?
No.
No.
Not when we're trying to plug Promo Mania next week.
Ding, 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 ding.
That's 6. Actually, including the ads I probably put on during the breaks, that's probably 7 or 8. Okay, more history?
Yeah, March 20th, 94, at WrestleMania 10. On the same night, Brett loses to Owen, but beats Yokozuna to win the WWE title.
Also the first WrestleMania that The Undertaker missed.
Mm-hmm.
It's not, is it?
Yeah, he got put in the casket at the Rumble and he came back at SummerSlam to face himself.
Yeah, I remember that one. What was the guy's name that done it? Rip Bryan. No, shit. What was his name? He was that
I think it
freaking
was Bryan something.
Chains from...
Yeah, he was Chains.
Disciples of Apocalypse, wasn't it?
What was his real name? I'm sure it was Bryan something.
Bryan...
What, the second Undertaker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who the hell was it? Phoenix, go to the next bit and we'll
Sure,
find
his
out.
name was changed from... Because he was with the Harris twins, wasn't he?
Oh, he's Brian Lee.
Brian Lee, yes.
Brian Lee.
Yeah.
Brian Lee
Yeah.
Harris.
Brian Lee Chains. Yeah.
And yes, he was Chains.
Yeah.
Point to the Butcher.
Okay, Phoenix, last bit of history.
Sting turned 57.
Shit.
Yeah.
And he's still not officially retired.
And he's rubbished it, and he's massively rubbished
No,
it. That
he's-
guy wants Taker, doesn't he? He wants
He does.
Taker.
Yeah, he said in an interview a couple of weeks ago that, well, I don't know if it was a really recent one or an old one, but he said that he's not definitely retired yet.
Oh, that was the TMZ. He couldn't wait
That
to
was
get away from
TMZ
him.
Sport, wasn't it?
I don't think Sting likes TMZ. He was like, yeah.
Right.
I gotta go.
Let me
Bye.
just put this one to you, right? If I was writing and I put this in now, right? This was the idea for Mania, right? And I'm gonna do it so Shane doesn't beat Taker fair, right? I'm gonna do it the odds are stacked against Shane in a way that you've got Vince trying to get in on it, you've got Shane, Triple H trying to get in on it, you've got everyone trying to cost him the match. Yeah? Lights go out. You haven't got a clue what's gone on. Monday Night Raw, John Cena. John Cena helped Shane McMahon because it was what was best for business.
I'm thinking about that myself.
John Cena has said he wouldn't wrestle at Mania. I'm telling you, John Cena's fit. I've seen John Cena in a gym. John Cena is lifting.
And he's got Wolverine healing powers.
And he's the poster boy. But what I don't get is why are they booking this Shane McMahon versus Taker, right? For power of the WWE. It's not for power of the WWE. It's for Raw.
Yeah.
Everywhere I'm looking, it's saying power for WWE. It's
Well,
not.
there's loads of rumors going around that there is actually going to be a brand split coming up now, and there's actually been toys out that is like Bray Wyatt, John Cena are going to be on Raw, Dean Ambrose, Sheamus, all the others are going to be on SmackDown, and this is what's going to happen.
Yeah, they've branded the toys type of thing, haven't they?
Yeah.
It's actually been listed for a house show in America in May.
Yeah,
and it's been entitled WWE Raw versus SmackDown.
Yeah.
What I think will happen. I mean, one of the guys mentioned to me on my own podcast, Cedric, good shout out to you. He said maybe Ziggler works his way into something at the match at Mania because it would make sense. but it's whether they give him a chance to. They trust him to come out and do something, or he's the big enough star to come out and do something at Mania.
I still think the Ziggler's going to sell out to the Authority.
Oh my God! I hope. Fingers crossed.
I do. It keeps going on that he won't, but
I want heel Ziggler.
Yeah, I do.
As a heel.
Oh, face Ziggler's ship sailed.
Yeah.
He was a good face, but I mean, like, one of my favourite moments ever in WWE, and this is, I mean, yeah, I've not been watching it that long, so this is one of the
what you're going to say.
It was when he cashed in the Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. That was the best one. That was amazing. It was
brilliant, wasn't it? I mean, you only have to go back to that Survivor Series.
Oh, yeah.
When he, you know what I mean? He saved the day, like, do you know what I mean? It wasn't John Cena that done it, it was Ziggler.
All you need is Ziggler to...
But something tells me that was handed to him by Cena.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You know, I think Cena put him over there, not...
Yeah,
you know,
but Cena obviously
else.
knew that Ziggler had the talent and the ability to do it, otherwise he wouldn't have done it.
Yeah, but we all know he's got the talents, innit? Don't we? You know what I mean? We all know he's got the talents. It's just it doesn't succeed it doesn't succeed as the face. But we've seen it the recent weeks. Where's this all come from? This giving Ziggler a mic and giving him time in the ring with Stephanie and Triple H.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
You know, do you know what I mean? And this, I mean, all right, he's in that Intercontinental thing, but it's just all of a sudden he's got a little bit more power again.
Ziggler needs to be Bruce Wayne.
Is it the fact? Agreed.
It might be because half the roster's in the hospital.
Is it? Well, yeah, but the half of the roster have been in hospital for the past 8 months.
Yeah, it's true.
You know, and I'm just seeing it now. Is it because that guy he's Shawn Michaels?
Yeah, isn't he?
You know, Mania's coming around, and that guy, if you can give him a bit of hope, man, he will give you a 5-star match.
That picture I shared a couple of weeks ago when Ziggler was against Triple H, the picture was Ziggler giving him a super kick, and I just tweeted, "I'm so glad Triple H and Shawn Michaels restarted their rivalry." Belmont said he has to do a double take because he thought it was Shawn Michaels.
We've got a week, right?
Yeah.
We've got a week to find Bray a match.
Oh.
A week.
I can't believe you've left it this late.
A week. Now, what I've heard, and I don't know how true it is, what I've heard is Cesaro is fit. And I've heard Cesaro is back on Monday Night Raw.
You know who else is back in the gym?
Who?
Seth Rollins.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, oh my God. I hope he comes back as a face. Oh,
he's got to come back as a face. Yeah, he's got to.
I think they'll just be putting Bray in under the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
I'll be disgusted.
Luke Harper's out for 6 months.
Oh God, yeah, what a blow.
Yeah, torn ACL.
They need to turn Bray face, or they need to do something along the lines. They're definitely going to finish up this storyline with Brock Lesnar. Because at that roadblock...
See, that's what I was expecting it to weave its way into, was the triple threat.
Yeah.
But, this thing that Bray's had his injury with his back. Can he take Suplex City? No.
He's fit now, isn't he?
Oh, yeah, he's fit. 110%. But it's just, I can't envision a Mania where Zack fucking Ryder... and Sin Cara.
Oh Jesus
Christ! No, man, I'm sorry. It's just I can't envision a Mania without this guy. I would have put my money on it 2 years ago. This guy being a world champion by now, probably 2-time world champion.
Yeah,
and he ain't. He hasn't held a singles title.
I've got to say this quick before we do the promos because we're going to run over. I can't understand why there's a multi-man IC title ladder match when everyone wants to see Owens versus Zayn.
Oh my God!
Put the multi-man ladder match as Kalisto and Ryback's replacement because no one wants to see that anyway.
I want to cry when I saw that. I actually why? What's the fucking point, man? It's like it's Zayn and Owens, and I kind of
even if you're not gonna do Zayn and Owens, man, just do Zayn, Owens, and Ziggler.
One last thing I don't understand is that why they've got Ryback and Kalisto on the main card, yet the Under the Giant Memorial Battle Royal is on the pre-show.
Maybe because it's this WrestleMania
big show on it.
Yeah, that's true.
Ryback and Kalisto hasn't even had a build for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's just thrown together. It makes no sense.
Do you guys like this Ryback? I mean, I kind of like the way he gets in the ring, beats him up, and then walks back off. I feel like that would be a good right back, but I mean,
I've never ever not disliked him, but I think, I would rather cut my wrists now.
Okay, let's do these promos.
It's just shy. It's horrible.
Just one last bit of history, which I think you'll enjoy.
I got 3 bits. Go on.
March 22nd, 1999. Stone Cold gave the corporation a beer bath.
Ace.
Awesome moment. And then when
on the subject of Stone Cold Steve Austin, I imported 2 bottles of his beer.
What?
Yes.
I thought you couldn't get it in the UK.
Yeah, I got it.
I need some.
I got it. Cost me a fortune.
Oh fuck.
It cost me a fortune. It did cost me a fortune. It cost me the best part, I think I worked it out at about £15.60.
That's not too bad.
But yeah, it's nice. It's nice.
Cost less than a bottle of Jack.
It's nice. It's well worth it, like.
Okay, let's do these promos. Phoenix, you're up first against Damien Sandow.
Okay.
Phoenix, pick up the mic.
It's no secret you've had quite possibly the worst or one of the worst careers in the WWE, and I'm not saying you deserve it, but you haven't done anything about it. Have you, Damien? You started off as the intellectual savior, then just became the Mrs. Bitch, and now nothing. The only decent thing you've ever done is win Money in the Bank, and you couldn't even capitalize on that properly. And since then you've been on just a downward spiral. Now, unlike a lot of people, I'm glad you're leaving. Not just because you deserve better, but just so I don't have to look at you and see just how pathetic you've become.
I said I was going to feel sorry for Damien. What did he ever do to you?
Oh.
Poor Damien, okay.
I like Damien.
Do you know what? Maybe we'll feel less sorry for Summer Rae.
That's going to be good.
Roxy, pick up the mic.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that was
you waiting for me. Oh, my bad. Okay.
Damn being fucking unorganized.
I know. So sorry, guys. Right.
Roxy, pick up the mic.
Summer Rae, you're strutting around here like you're hot stuff, but all you are is hot garbage. Actually, you're less than garbage. You're just a piranha-fied Kelly without the tits and the nose of a barren ski slope in the middle of the Sahara. Regardless, whatever you are, whoever you are, you never want to be in the grips of the toxic one. Well, now you've strutted your last fandango, and come SummerSlam, Summer, you will get slammed. I've saved the last dance for you. Welcome to the toxic wasteland, bitch.
Oh my word.
You are my queen. You are my queen, and I am so proud to be part of your leg.
Ranified Kelly.
That's amazing. I just think that's great. You got a ski slope. No. Those are
a barren ski slope in the middle of the Sahara.
That's classic. That's amazing. That's amazing.
The Ascension won't be happy that you took the toxic wasteland off them.
Oh, that's my finishing move.
That's great.
They didn't put up much of a fight.
That's fucking amazing.
That woman would crush. She would crush you in an argument. There is no way will I ever fall out with you.
Oh man. Oh.
Well, I couldn't fall out with you. I couldn't ever find another leg to live on.
Well, before we go anywhere, I'd like to thank Charlie for joining us. Charlie, where can people find you?
Yeah, I'm a part of another podcast called Who's Jobbing Who. Obviously, if you listened to the last show that I was guesting on, you would obviously know this. But if you didn't already, then you can find us on Podbean, Stitcher, Mixcloud, iTunes, any podcast website. Just type us in on Google. You can find us there at Who's Jobbing Who. Also follow us on Twitter at Who's Jobbing Who and Facebook at the same one. We're doing a show tomorrow. It's going to be our WrestleMania preview show. We do the show kind of a bit differently to you guys. We literally just get on and talk about shit. We don't even have anything planned. We just do it. That's tomorrow because we're actually doing our first ever live show. So you can find us there on Mixcloud, Mixcloud.com. Oh, no, not Mixcloud. Shit, I've messed it up. Mixler.com. Yeah, blooper. Mixler.com/who'sjobbingwho. We'll be going live at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 3 p.m. our time, and 10 a.m. Central Time. So check us out there if you want to check us out.
At the time of this episode, then, that's already happened. Make sure you check out anyway. And you can find our captains, the Phoenix, at
the Phoenix 626.
And you can find Roxxie at
Roxxie Toxic.
And you can find the Butcher at your bakery and also at
Butcher69 on Roxy's leg.
I'm going to send you my CV to that bread factory. So.
Yeah. Just don't bother, man. You can consider yourself employed.
Sylvester Stallone's a driver.
Oh,
yeah. Yep.
I'm all on board.
And you can follow us on your Twitter machines and Instagram at Max Wrestling UK and also on Facebook at Max Wrestling Mag. And me at Dazzy MWP. If you're not tweeting, you're not trying. Follow us on Vimeo at vimeo.com/MaxWrestling and subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's that little red button just under the screen there. And make sure you check out all our partners. Stay with Swerve Talk or go to it now for Offshoot Radio and Sunday Segway tonight. Fellow British people, go to Challenge TV at 9 p.m. tonight for TNA Impact using the hashtag
Impact UK.
See, at least you sound like Evan.
I like that. I like that, Phoenix. I might attach myself to your leg.
Ew.
And trust me, you do not want to miss Promo Mania right here next week, 6 p.m.
8.
UK time, 1 p.m. Eastern. Is it 8? Fucking hell. Follow us for more info, and that's all I've got to say about that, because that is the bottom line.
Because my ass is rich.
Ooh, yeah. Dig it.
For years I have watched legends come and go, and now it is time to make my mark.
I knew it would only be a matter of time before we crossed paths. And here we are.
And now the Butcher has to resort to taking a chopping block out.
And you can deny it all you want, but we all know the truth. Let's get dangerous.
Just stop it, Vince. Enough. Stop trying to knuckleize, kill, and rape the business. It's gone too far.
Max Wrestling presents Promo Mania, Sunday, April 3rd, 7 p.m. UK time, 2 p.m. Eastern on VOC Nation, with a special start time of 6 p.m. UK time, 1 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, Vimeo, and the Swerve Talk Network, with special guest Johnny Ferrari.